Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Refractory Period.
Hi, folks. How's everybody doing today?
You drinking some grapefruit?
I'm having a Dino Sour Berry Lemonade. It is what's going to heal me from a night with friends last night in a small town in British Columbia.
What were you doing over there?
Well, one could say drinking a lot of alcohol. Went down to a dock on a river. Met some new people
Why would one say drinking a lot?
because we just drank and continued to drink until the wee hours of the early morn, like 4-ish.
That's pretty good.
4 a.m. shutdown time.
Do you think that's the average camping trip shutdown time, or were you going later
We
than?
weren't. We were at a house,
Oh,
and they just live up the road from the river.
oh, so it's definitely later than the average house shutdown time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
If you had to guess, what do you think the average for
House
camping?
shutdown?
Camping. House
Can't
shutdown depends on the area, right? Like cities, I think they go a little bit later, but small towns they can be.
camping. I would think 2 a.m. is normal. 2:30
Because don't they do like a quiet hour period or something on most
in
campgrounds that
weird
are lame?
places. In weird campground places, yeah.
Most of the ones I've seen, it's like 11. They want you to wind it down.
Yeah, I mean, if you camp on those campsites now, yeah,
Yeah.
the ones that are regulated and government and bylawed.
I think everyone's getting a little bit too safe about camping. You know,
I think everybody's a
because
bunch of pussies.
back in the day, like camping's where you went to not be around people, right?
Well, that's the idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
you get out so you
Do what you
can.
want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now it's quiet hour.
I know.
Now
Was it a dorm?
you just find a place in
You
the
working on
bush.
your PhD
Yeah,
out near a creek? I don't think so.
I don't think so. A
Craziness.
crick.
Yeah.
Who calls it a crick?
And where I lived in the U.S. of A., they called it cricks.
Yeah,
Instead of a creek, it was a crick. Instead of foyer, it was a foyer. I struggled with listening to that for several
I've
years.
never heard anybody use the word foyer or foyer.
You've never heard foyer?
I've heard, but nobody says it.
People say it.
People don't say it.
They do say it.
Who?
Even in
Americans
no, in Alberta, they'll say foyer. In Ontario and BC, you'll hear foyer.
in the front foyer
Yep.
instead of the front porch.
Well, first of all, the porch is not the foyer.
It's similar,
It's not.
same area.
No, I mean it's close.
Yeah,
It's the covered
divided by a
entranceway.
door. Yeah,
It's
I
the
know.
covered entranceway.
Yeah, but it's still kind of your front porch
Not the porch.
in a sense.
It is not in the cases of businesses and or places of worship. It is not a porch.
I would call it a front walk or your front step.
You know what? That sounds like something that's outside.
Yeah, and then if you go walk in the door, it's your front porch.
Nope.
Yes.
No, porches are outside the
No,
doors.
porches are inside.
No, they're not. That's why they differentiate between a covered porch and an uncovered porch.
Email, folks. Email in refractoryperiod1 at gmail.com. Tell us what a porch and a foyer is.
I think we know what a porch and a foyer is.
I don't think we
Maybe
do.
one of us does.
I don't
I think
think we
one does.
do. I don't like your attitude today.
Oh, a little feisty today.
Yeah. It's good. I like it.
Want to scrap?
Nice haircut.
Thank you. I didn't get one.
Yeah, it's different from
I've
last time I
been-
seen you.
Well, it's because it's grown.
It's because we haven't seen each other in so long.
Yeah. Your haircut looks the same.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like what you done with your mustache, though.
Yeah.
Very well
a
kept.
little trimmed.
It's kind of changed color a bit now that I'm looking at it. Did you get it like ombre or something?
No, I got a couple grays coming in now.
I was going to say I'm seeing some like reds and golds.
I always had a little bit of red in there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's my Irish roots. Arr.
Are the Irish known for red?
Yes. 100%.
I guess them and the Scots.
Very,
They're
yeah.
they're both kind of on
Gingery.
the red side.
Yeah. My beard used to have red in it, and then all the red in my beard turned gray
Mine has a bit of red.
or white.
I feel like my head hair is bizarre because I got blonde, then my eyebrows are like brown, and then
Yeah.
it goes like red.
You definitely
Red
got some
brown.
weird things going on there.
Yeah, like a Neapolitan face.
Yes, very much so. Neapolitan.
Yeah.
It's good. I like that.
I don't like that ice cream. Not a
Oh,
Neapolitan.
I love
guy.
it.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Mix it up.
Gross.
A different bite, different taste every time.
Cookies and cream.
No.
Yeah.
Or tiger tail,
Ugh.
the best.
Ugh.
The
Moose
best.
tracks.
No, tiger tail.
What about sea salt caramel?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Can we agree on that?
Oh yeah. Okay.
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 All right.
So, what's new? What's been happening?
Poppin'. I've been. It's weird because I would not imagine myself developing interests for a sport outside of the ones like I kind of grew up with caring about.
Mm-hmm.
But as of late, I've found myself caring more and more about basketball.
Oh.
And not even just like NBA. Like I'm watching like street ball guys on YouTube now.
Oh no.
Just like 1-on-1s, 2-on-2s, like not necessarily big promotions, but just kind of just
bit of a new addiction.
seeing how people how they play and all that stuff. And you know what? Fascinating. Fascinating. The difference in terms of strategy and the way guys approach it in a like small ball game versus like 5-on-5 full court.
Yeah.
Wildly different.
Well, I could see that.
Yeah.
Kind of white man can't jump kind of situation.
I mean, there's a bit of that.
Yeah.
But that said, there's a surprising number of whites who can get above the rim now. I don't know what's occurred.
I
in
used
like,
to be able to get above the rim.
I don't believe that.
Honest to God.
Listen, you can move the rim down 6 feet.
In
and I
grade
believe it.
grade 12, I could go that high on the rim.
Really?
Yeah.
You had some spring, did you?
I was 135 pounds. There wasn't a
Well,
lot holding me down.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
You were probably all calf.
I was all all calves. Yeah.
Yeah, you had your Nike Monarchs and your dad calves.
I did a lot of jumping. Yeah. Between basketball, volleyball, and soccer goaltending.
Yeah.
It was a lot of jumping.
I guess volleyball would be a lot of jumping.
Yeah. So a lot of practice jumping.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like I was football, rugby,
We never had those.
and then later a bit of track, but the track was like shot put, discus, and what we called the fat man relay back in the day when you could call things such things.
You should still be able.
It was pretty fun.
Should be allowed to call it that still.
Yeah, we loved it. But the year before I started on it, apparently instead of batons, they were using like big Kia Bosses,
Oh.
like the sausage.
Yeah, it's sausage.
And they
Did the
stopped.
winner get to eat it?
I don't know what they did with it, but they stopped doing it, unfortunately.
Oh, because people got hurt feelings.
You know what? I think it's because the longer the sausage, the easier the handoff. Like you didn't have to get as close.
That's right.
Yeah,
And if you got a big sausage,
life's a little easier.
yeah, you just want to handle it.
Yeah.
Would it bug you if I made a suggestion?
This?
Like maybe twisting that down so it's not right in your face?
Is it in my face?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna happen. We'll see. Let's try this.
I don't know. It seemed to work for me.
That's the best I can give you.
It's
It's worse.
okay.
This is worse.
Sorry, folks. That's his fault.
How about shit? How about the curly Q?
Everything seems loose on there. Yeah, that seems.
That's
yeah,
okay?
That'd be all right.
Okay,
Okay, a little.
that's not bad.
I think so.
You think I'm getting less cut off?
I don't know.
I don't know
Does it really matter? I guess in the end.
either. It does because of sound.
Well, for sound, yes, but I mean for looks.
I mean,
You
what
know?
what are we?
You're the
Yeah.
one that makes the camera. You're the good-looking one on the show.
You know what? We weren't going to admit that out loud.
Well, we did.
We signed a contract that was supposed to be in the NDA.
Well, sometimes contracts are meant to be broken, just like
Yeah.
truths
Yeah.
and lies.
Speaking of truths and lies, anyway, so yeah, white dudes can jump now,
Yeah.
and it's I'm kind of mad that I missed that phase of like believing in yourself.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like as a white growing
Thought
up.
you could do it.
Well, I didn't, so I never really like committed to it, thinking like, oh, that's in the cards for me.
Well, why would you? Such a time waste.
But if you could,
But were you going to be a basketball star?
tell you what,
Probably
if-
not.
Tell you what, if I knew I could dunk, if I knew there was a possibility of me dunking, stardom or not, doesn't matter. I'd have
Yeah.
been doing it. I'd have been trying.
Yeah.
Just to say it. Imagine
Yeah.
walking around amongst the
Peons.
dregs of humanity,
Yeah.
and you're like,
I can dunk.
I could dunk.
Well, we could start now. We could start a program.
Oh man, you know what? I'm
The
not gonna lie to you. I've been looking up a few.
wall jumps,
No,
just wall jumps
no.
all day.
Apparently, you start from your knees and you work on like having explosive hips to be able to get to your feet without like just popping up
Ah.
from knee.
Now,
So your like butt goes back towards your feet, and then you generate enough with your arms and your hips to lift off the ground, and that's like phase one of starting to jump better. And then there's like the plyo box drills, and
and
then there's negatives into jumping where you jump off of something short
I don't want to be rude
to go
here.
down then up.
I don't want to be rude,
Okay, be rude.
but
Say whatever kind of
might
nonsense.
need to cut a few pounds to get that height.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a big jump.
Abs-
You're what, 5'10"?
I am 5'11", sir.
How
Listen,
tall is Muggsy Bogues? 5'8"?
I actually have no idea. Could Muggsy? I don't think he could dunk though. Could he?
Couldn't he?
Maybe he could. I don't
Let's,
want to doubt Muggsy.
can I look it up?
You can. Yeah, there's definitely some sub 6 footers who could dunk, but there's also not that many.
True. Good.
And I think you're right. They were not built um, in a rectangular manner.
Yes, Muggsy Bogues could dunk. Despite being the shortest player in NBA's history at 5'3", he could dunk.
Imagine.
5'3".
Imagine the spring.
Sources say he had a 44-inch vertical leap,
God damn.
so almost 4 feet, almost a 4-foot leap.
You're like he probably felt like he was flying for a bit. There's probably like a moment where you think you shouldn't keep going up, and then you do, and then you're like, uh-oh, how am I getting back down? Like
Well, yeah, if he held onto the rim, it's a long way down.
yeah, like you don't think about it, but that guy after the descent, he was falling. Like
Yeah,
you were at falling level. You're not just coming back down the ground.
yeah.
You're falling.
A lot of knee jolting.
Uh, but if he's lighter, that helps.
Yeah, man, 5'3". I don't think he weighed a lot.
No,
So still, that's a big leap.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Five.
I'm trying to think of like what the equivalent would be in like the football world. Maybe it's like a
I don't think.
that'd be like a sub 200-pound lineman, like defensive lineman or defensive end,
Yeah,
or
I
even a
don't.
sub 200 linebacker. That's kind of what that feels like.
Well, yeah, but you can't really compare the two because it's a more physical game than
No, but I'm saying just the
for the
ability,
ability.
the
Yeah.
ability. Like it's so surprising.
Is there such thing as sub 200 lineman?
Not linemen.
No.
Maybe once upon a time there was like a linebacker pushing like 195, 198.
They're just strong,
Just
big legs.
or fast, maybe just using speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Oh, well.
Huh.
That's good.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. If
Weird.
you can think of it in the comments, what's the equivalent to Muggsy Bogues in other professional sport where whatever they're doing is equally surprising?
What
Maybe
about
you know what? Maybe Butterbean in boxing.
Ah, maybe, but he was big and thick and wouldn't feel anything.
Yes, still surprising.
What about that trans swimmer that won all the medals
Uh,
that got taken away?
What's her name? Leah Thomas? Is that the
Yeah,
one?
that's her. Him.
You know what?
He, she.
You know what I say about that?
Huh.
Oh, you know what?
They let her. They let her play.
That's what That's what I was about to
They
say.
let her play.
If you let her play, you gotta let her keep the medals. Now, I think there's some absolute BS that happened. Like my understanding is there was another female swimmer who came under fire for getting a little too conservative down in the U.S. But her beef with Leah was that they tied
Yeah.
at nationals, if I'm not mistaken,
Oh.
at NCAA. I'm not gonna pretend I know a lot because it's women's
Swimming.
sports.
Who cares about swimming?
Yeah, but my understanding was they tied, and then when it came time to who gets picture on the podium, who gets medal, who gets trophy,
Mm.
they said we're gonna give it to Leah
Just because
because
it's a good
of the
it's image that they want to
Yeah.
portray, being fair and even.
well, yeah. So, which is a kind of crazy thing in a women's sport. Like, I mean, no one's. I'm not gonna say no one's paying attention, but this was bound to get attention, and maybe not for the right reasons. Like the nation was likely not gonna celebrate that.
True.
But either way, like that was some BS, and I'd say maybe if not give it back, definitely work out like a custody over the trophy. Like someone gets it every other weekend.
Yeah,
You know?
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to share
A little
custody.
shared custody over the trophy, or put it at a neutral ground where you both can visit. You know?
Just give it to the third place person.
Oh, what a switch! That'd
Yeah,
be fun.
just give it
That'd
to
be
them.
fun.
You guys quit your bitching.
Yeah, third place holds everyone's trophy. That's
Mm.
like their job. They're
Mm.
like the trophy caddy.
Yeah, they
I
bring
could
it to
get
all the
behind that.
events.
I could get behind that, and then it motivates them for next year to like, you're constantly looking at someone else's trophy.
Mm.
Wish it was yours. I could see that. But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like if you're gonna let someone play in a sport and they win, they won. You know,
Yeah,
like they did.
yeah,
They did
they did
win.
win. They shouldn't have been participating though.
Well, however you feel about the participation, like that should be dealt with prior to them winning.
Yeah, they should have never been able to win.
Or
But they
or you open it up and say everybody play.
every sport is now unisex.
I actually would be so on board for that because I think first of all we might have some surprising stories. I'm thinking of kicking, for example.
I think, yeah,
Maybe some
kicking.
female NFL kickers would be cool.
Yeah.
But I also think we could maybe put to bed some insanity out
Manon
there.
Rayon, remember her? Manon Rayon. She was a goaltender for Tampa Bay Lightning. Way
Oh,
back
really?
when. Yeah,
That's cool.
female goaltender. She played one preseason game, I think, and got lit up. But
And you know what?
But
I would too.
she made it.
Yeah, yeah.
She was there.
That's cool. Yeah, I think that, like, because I'll put it this way: if a female athlete or a woman athlete, apparently there's differences now, but
Uh.
regardless, if you're good enough playing with like women that you're dominating, like you're killing
Yeah.
them. If you're good enough to play with the fellas,
Yeah.
you should play with the fellas. Because I think, like, why are we holding someone back in terms of skill? Like, I'm imagining a world where, maybe maybe Caitlin Clark gets to the point where she could come off the bench and shoot threes.
Ugh.
I'm
Never-
saying maybe.
Yeah, there'll never be.
Well, there's enough bad shooters
Nah,
that get to play.
I don't think it ever. I don't think. Just can't compete. Just can't compete.
See, the first part of that statement was like, if there's a point
If there's a
where
point.
she's that good,
If there was a point,
yeah,
but-
then she should.
oh,
Then she should.
for sure. If you're good enough, you're good enough.
It doesn't say like, the NBA, although the M is understood, there is no M.
It's just NBA.
I
It's just
know.
the best players in the world. It
It's
doesn't
just the
say-
best.
Doesn't say male or female.
No,
So they probably could if they were that good.
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And that way you could look at some of the like women's leagues that are complaining about the pay. You could maybe not look at the.
Like the WNBA, saying pay us.
I'm not saying
what we're
that.
worth.
I'm not saying that.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like the WNBA,
Yeah.
pay
But,
us what we're worth, and
What
they
I was
all-
gonna say is maybe you don't look at that league as like the final step. Maybe like guys who go to the G League. It's not like this isn't the final step. It is for some of them.
Yeah.
It is for the mass majority.
Yeah.
But for some, it's like, well, if I prove myself here, maybe I bump up.
It's always possible.
I think that would help. I think that'd be a cool motivation.
So you think maybe there's women good enough to play in the G League? Probably, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know though, because when
Maybe.
you look at it, what was that? I know switching sports again, but soccer. There's a
I know,
national team
high school team,
and a high school team.
and it wasn't close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I'm sure if you did like 100 high school teams against like 100 pro teams, there'd be like obviously some pro teams that would beat the high school teams.
yeah, maybe a national team,
But
not just a pro league team.
Yeah. But I think if you're looking at like, on average, the best high school men's team versus the best like women's national team, I think it's at least a good challenge, and certainly the coaches did too because they were deciding to do that.
True.
So
Good practice.
it's good practice. I just think that should be open in terms, especially in, I'm going to say, especially in the non-professional world, like where it's not about money, it's about like getting better at the sport. I think it should be opened up.
All right.
But
Okay.
that said, I will say this: I think there still needs to be like women's only,
100%.
because
you have to.
like in certain sports, I just don't think
Now, how much?
they're going to touch the field.
How many women's sports do you watch?
How many?
Yeah. And what are they?
Depends what time of year.
Okay, say it's now.
Right now, I'm watching some WNBA highlights. I'm watching some WNBA stuff
Okay.
because I want to know like le- who's legitimately like memeing on people.
But you're on a basketball kick right
I'm on
now
a
too.
basketball kick. It
Yeah.
doesn't count. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's like the first time you try, like,
Yeah. Do you watch women's
driving.
hockey?
Women's hockey, highlights, not like religiously or anything like
Mm.
that. I couldn't tell you all the players on all the teams. I couldn't even tell you a couple players on the
What
teams.
about women's football?
Oh, you mean like lingerie league and stuff like that? No.
Yeah, me neither.
Although I did see, I think there's a college that's got either has or had a female kicker.
Yeah, there was. 100%
Yeah.
there was. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, isn't
Was
she
it-
in the WNBA?
I have no idea.
You know? I want
I
to say
don't
she
know.
plays with Indiana.
I want to say.
I'm just talking out my ass right now about a
you
bunch of stuff.
probably-
Right?
What was her name?
Cunningham?
Can't remember. I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh, 1,000 years bad luck.
Excuse me. Whew.
Anywho,
Anyway,
I view men in women's sports and women in men's sports the way I view steroids in sports.
should be done.
It should be done in a different league where everyone knows that's what's happening.
No,
Where everybody knows that's the game.
Everybody-
I think you should have your like pure sport where you have like your divisions and you're trying to get fairness or whatever, and then you have your other sport where it's like, let's see what we can do.
no.
Let's push this wide open.
You just leave it open. If you want to do it, you want to. If you don't have to, you don't have to.
No.
But hey, let just be known. If you want, you can. And then just
No,
worry about
I think it should be like there's one where it's encouraged,
it. Oh,
where you got the fresh new stuff and you're just making
and
monsters.
just juice.
Like I think they're trying to do that with the Olympics because there's not the Olympics, but there's another.
The Special Olympics.
No, it's called the Enhanced Olympics or Enhanced Games
Oh,
is what they're calling it. And yeah, they are like you're on gear.
you're allowed.
Not just
Enhanced-
allowed.
The enhanced games.
Not just allowed. They're like, what are you taking?
It's the first time I heard of this.
Look it up, dude. There's a swimmer who was like trying to get in before, being all clean and stuff. Put him on some juice, and
Swimming.
it's like Kratos is just diving into the water. It's nuts.
Huh. I wonder.
Well-
Would that make me a better athlete?
It probably depends on what you're taking and what your other habits
I'll take
are.
all of it.
Like I think one of the, I was watching it was one of those guys on YouTube who like goes to different gyms and he's just asking random people like, hey, you on gear? You not on gear? And there's obviously
Natty or not.
there's
Yeah,
people
right.
who are like obviously juiced to the gills who are like, I'm natural.
Yeah.
And then they're like 12.
Yeah.
You're like,
So-
okay.
and it's a woman.
Yeah, calm down. But then there's other people who are like really honest. And they're like, actually, yeah, I'm on like these 3 things. I'm on these amounts.
Or they'll say TRT.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because some of them, like, you wouldn't tell. You wouldn't be able to tell because honestly, it's not that impressive. Whatever gains they're getting from the juice,
not enough
it's kind of
to-
like that's it because
Oh.
they're doing like really shitty programming or like
Not eating well.
horrible form. Yeah, killing their diet, doing a bunch of drugs and drinking constantly.
Yeah.
Or then there's other people who, you know, they're able to show like, you know, they've got tests or whatever, or they're rigorously tested and they're either clean or very close to clean. And it's like, oh, that's
Oh.
impressive. Way to go. You surprise folks.
It's not bad. Excuse me for 1 minute. Just got my nose.
Who's gonna die?
Keep talking. I'm right here.
Okay. Well, this brings us back to our previous conversation about utilitarianism versus deontological considerations when it comes to ethics. So I think we last left off on the trolley problem, wherein a trolley is carousing down towards, I don't know, a number of people. Let's call it 4 adults. And then there is a large fat man who is standing next to you. And you know it to be true that if you were to push this large fat man onto the trolley tracks, he would get obliterated by the train, but his substantial girth would stop the train before it arrived at the 4 other people. And then the trolley question goes something like, What would you do? And there's people, if you're being strict in your utilitarianism, as far as the Jesus Christ, what is going on there? You hiding a body?
Huh?
Making so much noise. You, you,
Can you
you,
hear it?
you casing a leg?
Can't hear
I can hear it. I'm right here. Anyways, so the question is, what do you do? And as I was saying, if you're strict utilitarianism and you're only doing calculations on pluses and minuses of pleasure versus pain, then you're gonna say, well, 4 people versus 1 person, and who knows how long that guy had, anyways. So then you'll give him a little push. Anyways, back to the show.
I'd push him.
You'd push him?
I'd push him.
Well, I think
Oh,
you'd
yeah.
push him, just not even for ethical reasons, just because you'd want
Be a
to.
good laugh. Be an awful mess.
You'd have to clean it up.
Yeah, I could do it.
Yeah.
I think I have the ability.
Okay.
I use that garbage bag I just pulled.
What if instead of a large fat man, it was a really large fat baby?
Well, I mean, the baby was probably going to die anyway.
No. What if it was gonna live for a while?
Like, it was going to be like grow up to be an adult.
Yeah.
It's just going to be someone taking up too much space.
But what if it was like an athletic big guy, like Warren Sapp size baby?
Ooh, have to save it.
Have to save it.
Have to, because if it turns out to be like Warren Sapp, then
Yeah.
you couldn't take the chance of not having another
Yeah.
guy like that.
Yeah. So you're working on like really twisted deontological levels then
Yeah.
instead of utilitarian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's who I
Or
am.
maybe are you thinking you just would appreciate watching that kid play so much that that's why you're saving
I
him?
would adopt the kid.
Oh, okay. And
would-
then let the trolley hit the 4 people.
I would let 4 people.
What if the other 4 people were also future football stars?
Depends on the position. So
Corners?
yeah, you'd want to. Are they all corners?
Yeah, 4 corners.
4 corners,
Four defensive backs.
or
A whole
one,
defensive backfield.
and then 1 sap.
Sap.
Now, are they like Alexander?
They're like Logan Ryans.
Logan Ryan.
They can start or they can, play.
play a little
It's
bit.
either or. They're
Mm.
like an 85 overall
And a sap is a 97.
to 99, depending on the year.
Yeah. Yeah, we're sticking with sap.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Four
Interesting.
Ryans. Nah.
Yeah. I don't know if they got
mean,
words
if
to
it-
describe that kind of ethical
If
thinking on
it
your
was
end.
4
Your calculus
Alexanders,
is weird.
then we'd be talking different.
Okay. Fair enough.
But it's not even a Packer anymore.
Speaking of Sparts, in the world of Sparts, since you're a Cheesehead fan,
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Have we talked about that on here before?
If we did, we should talk some more.
Okay. I think it's a
Just throwing
great
a DK.
choice. Great choice for Rodgers
Great choice, really?
For
on,
Rod-
that, on that turf?
because he had no options. If he wanted to play another year, that was his only option.
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
He'd have to just take a pay cut, but he could have played elsewhere.
You think somebody else would have picked him up? Where? Seattle?
Minnesota or Seattle.
Minnesota. I don't think he would have done it just because he really didn't want to pull a Favre that much.
Right. That would have been that
Too
would have
much
been
of a comparison
Like
then.
a Favre.
Yeah.
What about Miami?
I mean, he would be a step up from Tua
And he'd be throwing to Waddle.
and Hill.
Well,
Hill's trying to make amends now.
is he?
Yeah, I just
Okay.
read it today.
Well.
Trying to win over the team again.
Well, then that could be pretty deadly.
Yeah, but I think the team are already sick of him. How do you win him back after all this bullshit?
Yeah, I think that's a tough one.
You may as well just put Antonio Brown there.
Well, I do think that Hill doesn't have the brain damage that
True.
Brown sustained. So I
he's
think
rough. Yeah.
I do think when he's like talking about stuff, like most people, you can be like, all right, there's been like this isn't going to switch on a dime
Yeah.
in a game if he doesn't get a catch. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Miami's gonna start declining more and more.
100%. Yeah, I think we were going to see that happen.
Yeah, Hill's threat is gone because they cover him so well now. It's
No. It's because Tua can't toss the deep ball the way that Mahomes could. So
Yeah.
there's like a window of timing on about like the 22-yard mark
but he had
where
him in-
like if he doesn't hit him on a rope,
Mm.
then Hill's gonna have to wait for that ball.
Yeah.
And I think you kind of saw like the way I look at it, it's not quite as bad as this, but at the end of Peyton Manning's career, like the last the last year
Yeah.
of his career, he could hit guys. Like he had a couple 40+ yard touchdowns, I believe, 30+ yard touchdowns, but
Yeah.
they all were caught at like the between 15 and 19 yards.
Yeah.
And it was this little like kind of perfectly timed because Manning's amazing.
Manning. Yeah.
But it was like a perfectly timed, easily catchable
Yeah.
floating ball. And two is kind of throwing not those. He's throwing like
Trying to throw.
he's just trying to throw a bit too low, I think.
Yeah.
And that said, he's got small receivers, so like can't blame him for that. Trying to protect the ball, not throw it too high. But with a guy like Hill, like overthrow him, just overthrow him, let him run under.
Mm.
Like I think the best guy I saw throw the deep ball to fast wide receivers was it's either Flacco when they won the Super Bowl or Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
Because
That's
when
fair.
he had Mike Wallace, he would just try to overthrow him.
Yeah.
And then he would just get under
He's
it.
just so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could see Tua being done as a starter after this season or partway through the season.
You know, it depends on the injuries.
Dallas could make a move, send Dak over to Miami, and then pop Milton up to starter because
I'm
he's going
excited
to be
to
better.
see Milton. As a Patriots fan who thinks they should have kept that guy.
Yeah. They 100% they should have kept him. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see if he plays because he looked. Obviously, they're playing a lot of like a mix of starters and backups.
Yeah.
But look good. Like there's certain plays that whether there's starters in front of you or backups, like it's still impressive. And he had a couple where like
looked really
making
good.
guys miss, throwing on the run, protecting the ball.
I think I just think Dak's time is if you don't do something this year in the playoffs,
Well, I think he's got to leave that team.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like I think Dallas is as close to a cursed organization as I've seen.
Yeah, and there's
even more than the Browns. The Browns, at least, you can point to like
management.
Things. Well, and the conference. Like there's never been a year that I can think of where there hasn't been a threat in the AFC North.
Their problem is their quarterback carousel with just
of course
horrible management decisions.
Yeah, of course. But like when Baker took them deep in the playoffs and nearly beat the Chiefs,
and they never kept him.
Stupid.
Yeah, and
Dumb.
they never kept him.
And I think Tampa's going to be good with him this year. I think they're going to have a real solid year. That division is kind of wide open.
Well, even last year they did.
Yeah.
Just put it in the playoffs by. Not Philly.
Washington.
Which
in a game that they could have won if not for a really terrible turnover.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. But you think Rodgers in Pittsburgh is good?
I think he got the right targets. I think he got a decent offensive line compared to the Jets. I think he's set up for success there more than he was in New York. I like him. I like him in Pittsburgh more than I like Russell to the Giants.
Yeah.
If you wanted to compare that, or even obviously, I don't know.
You know what? I'm of the mind that I think Pittsburgh should have kept Justin Fields.
I was going to say that too.
I think they should have kept Justin Fields. I think because Russell was beefing with the offensive coordinator, and you got enough like back and forth happening, like someone's got to go. And if it's not going to be the OC, then it's got to be Russ. And Justin won games, won a decent number of games. So why not keep that guy and develop him? What I was going to say is with Rodgers, I liked the Jets thing initially because I thought the Jets were going to really commit to beefing up the O-line and then getting that run really established. The O-line was just too bad.
Breece Hall,
but Breece is a beast.
Yeah.
And then with the Steelers, the run game is going to be a bit of a question mark. I like Jaylen Warren, but the O-line was really inconsistent in the run game. So I'm curious to see whether he can because with Manning is kind of like if you got an aging, really intelligent, really good quarterback,
you can make the right call.
You kind of need them to almost go into being perfect game manager mode to push you through.
Yeah.
And take a couple deeps every now and then.
But Rodgers got that.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the dominant run game and O line that Manning kind of walked into and Brady kind of walked into with Tampa.
But
Like
I still think it's
that O line was
better
so
than the
good.
Jets.
Oh, definitely.
You
They've
know,
got a better O line than the Jets, but they're in a way tougher division than the Jets were. Way tougher.
yeah. Did they miss the playoffs last year for
The
the first time?
Jets?
No, it was the Steelers. Did
Uh,
they miss?
yes, but they still had a winning record
But it was
technically.
their first
I think
time
they were
missing
9
in
and 8.
20 years or something.
Oh, did they miss?
I don't know if they missed. I'm thinking they played a game
I
in the
feel
wild
like
card.
if they did, they obviously lost it. But I thought they played Cincy and Baltimore and Philly all kind of like back to back to back. And I know they got crushed by Baltimore and Philly.
Right.
Maybe they did play against
Hmm.
someone. I don't know. Look it up. I need to know. I don't. I think they missed. I want to say they missed. And if they didn't miss, it was as though they missed.
Uh,
I mean, Pittsburgh's problem. My father is a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan. He's been for like decades. But their problem in the last 15 years since in the Tomlin era, their issue has always been the offensive play calling. In my mind, it's way too safe. It's way too conservative until about like the third or fourth quarter, like end of the third quarter, they start doing like more creative
yeah.
stuff. And usually by then, the quarterback's just ignoring whatever's coming in, doing their own thing. But it's like run on first. It's either going to be an outside run or it's going to be a wide receiver screen. And then it's try to make up the difference in a play action or, you know, occasionally they'll actually go like
Oh, they did clinch.
they clinched the
Yeah.
wild card. So
Yeah.
then
They
who'd they
played
play?
Denver.
And then they lost.
And they lost.
Yeah. Denver's an interesting team right now.
Oh, what the hell? I think
That can't be right.
this can't be right because
No.
it's showing me Green Bay against Seattle.
Yeah. No, that sounds really wrong.
It is. I don't
Just 2024
know.
to 2025 season. Nothing there. Whatever. Anyways,
Making me angry.
they got the same issues they usually have. I think whatever the problems have been, this will be like the peak year for if there's going to be problems because you got a quarterback who is not quiet about when things are going wrong, what's going wrong,
Yeah.
and he's got enough cachet that people will absolutely believe it. Like,
That's true.
essentially got a head coach fired last year. Could get the OC fired this year, depending on how Arthur Smith decides decides to play. And then you've got a head coach in Tomlin who reportedly players love playing for, but if you look at the persistent issues since he's been on, it's like all kind of the same thing, which is like the offensive creativity has been
Stagnant.
really well since post 3Bs, like when Bell,
Brown.
Berger, and Brown,
Yeah.
like the killer bees. Like post
Nothing.
then, it's just been a struggle.
What's his face has gone from there too now to Seattle, right?
What are you talking about?
Pickens.
Did Pickens go to Seattle?
I think so. And then
I thought he went to Dallas.
And they got DK Metcalf, or maybe he went to Dallas.
I think he went to Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that. Yeah, they're right. He went to Dallas.
Which is like I understand why they did it, but I feel like Pickens plus DK would have been.
Oh, great.
I mean, that'd be tough to deal with.
But you still got.
Do they still have Mike Williams?
Yeah, but they got
Did he
somebody else better
resign?
than him.
They got Calvin Austin, who's kind of he will hopefully turn into kind of like